Medical Watch is sponsored by UChicago Medicine, bringing expert primary and urgent care close to home with locations throughout Chicagoland. Schedule online at uchicagomedicine.org.
On the Medical Watch tonight, a troubling rise in children overdosing on edibles.
Medical reporter Dina Baer has a warning.
They look like candy. They're unregulated. With names like Trips Ahoy in a cookie package, some kids are falling victim to the marketing, while others, hungry to experiment, are sharing with their friends. The result? Kids are going to the hospital by the dozens, while parents, educators, and doctors are sounding the alarm.
I was nervous, I was scared, I was panicking a little bit.
That's how Ebony Kemp felt on April 19th after a phone call from Chicago's Uplift High School, where her 14-year-old twins are freshmen.
School said that they're on their way to send the twins off to the hospital due to some gummy bears that was going around, which was edible. So I'm freaking out a little bit, like, what's going on? How did the kids get a hold to it?
Turns out, from a fellow classmate. In total, 5 students were transported by ambulance to local hospitals after ingesting what police described as edible marijuana gummies. When Ebonique arrived at the hospital and saw her children,
eyes red, still shooken up. They had an IV in them. My heart was still broken then, and it really just crushed me.
she says the teens were vomiting and complaining of chest pain and weakness in their limbs hours after ingesting the edibles.
It was given to them as candy. That was the misunderstanding. It was so-called candy, but it was actually an edible.
Unlike products that come from a licensed dispensary, these contain a near-chemical twin of the psychoactive ingredient in regular marijuana, known as THC. It's called Delta-8, extracted from hemp, another form of cannabis plant. The products are not regulated by the government and are often found at smoke shops or convenience markets. We visited a half-dozen stores in the city to see the selections available. And the packaging. We bought this bounty from a shop just a short walk from Uplift High School. We got Skittles, watermelon sours, even Oreos that look exactly like the real thing, all containing varying amounts of Delta-8 as listed on the packages. What wasn't listed? Complete ingredients or a manufacturer.
Really, no amount is safe for a teenager to take.
Lurie Children's emergency medicine physician, Dr. Jennifer Hoffman, has seen an uptick in edible overdoses among adolescents and teens.
It takes about half an hour to an hour to experience the effect of an edible. Some teens take too much right away, leading to an overdose.
All of the edibles were located behind the counter or in a glass-enclosed case. Most stores we visited had 21 and older signs posted on the door. Still, the products are making their way into the hands and mouths of kids.
You could imagine how a child might pick this up and think that it's candy.
Downstate Illinois, in the Cesar-Valier School District, what looked like a package of popular cookies a child unknowingly picked up from their parents' car was actually a Delta-8 containing product. 9 elementary school students consumed the edibles. 1 ended up in the emergency room.
So if parents have edibles in the home, it's important for them to be locked in the same way as you might lock a dangerous medication.
Signs and symptoms of an edible ingestion in a child or teen include altered perception, anxiety, panic and paranoia, dizziness, slurred speech, and poor coordination, excessive sleepiness, and impaired judgment that can put kids at risk for unintended injuries, even death.
Especially if they drive in a car after using edibles.
Even a single gummy can cause problems in a child. Each medicated sour and Skittle look-alike contains 60 milligrams of Delta-8. The Jolly Rancher gummies aren't even marked medicated, other than the obscure symbol in the corner of the package. If your child or teen does get hold of an edible,
call the Poison Control Center because they can provide important guidance as to whether it's safe to monitor the teen at home or if they need to come into the hospital.
Several Illinois legislators are calling for stricter package labeling, product testing, and regulation of hemp-derived consumer products, including age restrictions, while others are pushing for a ban of the products altogether. Back to you.